Hello, this is Larry of Instant Local Marketing Profits. My purpose is to show my clients how to maximize the return on investment of every dollar spent and really hold their advertising accountable by tracking and tweaking their campaigns until they receive maximum return on investment and profits. Today what I'm going to show you is a live deep website audit and a 10-point roadmap. And the website audit process starts with me emailing you a link. You click on that link and it begins sharing what is seen on my computer screen. There's no need to share your website usernames or passwords. This website audit is done externally, so you do not need to worry about any website security issues. So we're going to go ahead and audit a random business here. We're picking Newport Beach Dentistry because that's the one I picked. So if you click on the business here, it shows that they have 50 reviews and a 4.7 review rating. That's pretty good. If we look down a little further, we really don't see any other review sources. So reviews are super important. They're testimonials in print, and a high number of reviews and a high star rating definitely increases your sales because prospects now use reviews as a decision-making shortcut. They feel that if you've made other people happy with your services or products, that they too are likely to be pleased with what you offer. So I'm going to go ahead and add a review system to the notepad here as something to consider. You always want to keep getting more reviews even if you have reviews. Let's go ahead and click on the website. I see it's not a Google microsite, so that would be something we would want to consider. Google is offering microsites now. They increase your ranking, and it's through Google My Business. So that's a good thing to add. Most businesses haven't done that yet, and so you'll be ahead of your competition if you do that. Let's go ahead and open an incognito browser and see what happens here when we search for dentist in Newport Beach. Oop, little typo there. And Newport Dental Center, that's a different business. So let's go ahead and look on Google Maps. And Newport Beach Dentistry is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8th, number 8th. So now they're number 8 on Google Maps. You really want to be in the top 3 in Google Maps ideally, because that's where people start. Everyone starts at the top of the list and they work their way down. You know, if you're 80th or something, they're never going to get to you. So let's go ahead and go back to the website here and go over a few things. You know, here on the domain name, Dentistry of Newport Beach, obviously he was trying to key on keywords that people would search. Unfortunately, he missed the mark here by not doing decent research on keyword traffic, and people search for dentist, not dentistry. So that's off target right there. Let's see if he has an offer or a USP, what separates him from the other businesses. He does have an offer here. It's below the fold. If you study internet marketing the way I do, you'll understand that 50% of people that visit websites don't scroll down. Same is true for Google search. 50% don't scroll down. So you really want the offer above, what's called above the fold, you know, up here somewhere where people are going to see it. They're not going to have to search down at the bottom of the page for it. The other thing Google wants to see is 300 to 500 words per page. I'm definitely lacking in the top. We don't. Yeah, it's pretty few words, so that could be increased. We should add that to the list. Her page. Okay. Actually, we should move offer to the top as well. Here's a little exit pop-up. Do they use the keywords first in their sentences and posts? No, they don't. So we want to do that. Okay, so then the site architecture and keyword mapping. What I recommend is using topical seeding of your main keywords across the site architecture of your main pages. And so ideally they would be appearing here and we don't see it. So let's go ahead and add topical seeding of keywords. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and use a tool here I have called Word Tracker Scout and just see what's going on with their keywords here. What this will show is for any website, it'll show the keywords that are primary on the page. So we're getting a summary here. And Newport Beach dentistry, again, it should be dentist, because people don't search for dentistry if you search keywords the way I have. So that too is off track. Focus keyword should be dentist, not dentistry. Okay, as you can see, I'm not the most accurate typist, but I do go back and get it right. So let's go ahead and do some initial checks through Mozbar here. That's another analysis tool I have. But first, actually, let's go back. Let's do something else here. Let's go ahead and check Google and see how. Sometimes what happens is people don't submit a sitemap, and Google doesn't index their pages, so they have a 30-page website, and nobody can find it. So let's go ahead and just copy this, go to a new page, and if you just put site, colon, and then the domain immediately after that, and search, it will find all the pages that relate to that. So there's that. We see a lot of different pages, so that's good. Let's go ahead and check. There's 10 listings per page, so on page 4 we're up to 40 pages. That's good. So let's go ahead and go back to 1. It looks like things are indexed pretty well. Let's go ahead and look at meta descriptions. Meta descriptions are this type that appears here underneath your listing. It's what people read and decide whether they're interested enough to click. This is very generic or uninteresting. It should be, include your offer and all sorts of stuff. The mere fact that this is a ... shows it wasn't sized right, as are all of these. They're supposed to be 160 characters. So meta descriptions can dramatically improve click-through rate. So that's going to be something we want to do, shorten and improve meta descriptions. Okay, so that'll be good for that. Okay, now let's go ahead and go back to the website, look at it in Moz. Okay, it's not doing it because I'm on the wrong page. There we go. Now I'm back to the website. Okay, so it shows the URL, shows the page title. We're going to look at that with another tool. Meta description is not good. I don't know why it's not finding it. Meta keywords, Google doesn't index those anymore. It doesn't matter. H1, you should only have one. Looks like a good length. What I'm seeing here, alt text. Alt text is alternative text. It's also known as alt attributes and alt descriptions, and colloquially, but technically incorrect, is alt tags. And they're used within an HTML code to describe the appearance and function of an image on a page. Using alt text on your images can make for a better user experience, but it may also help you earn both explicit and implicit SEO benefits, along with implementing image title and file naming best practices. Including alt text may also contribute to image SEO. And while search engine image recognition technology has vastly improved over the years, search crawlers still can't see the images on a website page like we can, so it's not wise to leave the interpretation solely in their hands. If they don't understand what the image is about or get it wrong, it could possibly get you ranking for unintended keywords or miss out on ranking altogether. So let's keep going here. Actually, I wanted to point out, let's see here, these the alt text here, these should be keywords and describing the what's in the slide, not slide 1, slide 2. It should say pictures of teeth or beautiful smile or something like that, whitened teeth. So those all can be improved, so we should improve the alt text on the images. Okay, so now we can go to general attributes. Not seeing good things there. Meta robots not found is not good. This load page load speed is scary slow. We'll check that with another tool in a second. Link metrics. Doesn't look like there's any internal or external linking. So there was one link, but that can be improved on. Okay, so do they have a floating social sharing button? They have these, but see what happens when you scroll past it. Now you can't share anymore. So ideally that would be scrolling on the left. You want to, enable people visiting the site to be able to share things they find interesting, and so that's one way of doing it. It builds your SEO and that sort of thing, so that's important. Let's go ahead and go to page speed insights. That's a Google tool here, and we're going to go ahead and enter the website, Dentistry of Newport Beach, and it's going to analyze the page speed for us both on mobile and on personal computers. We got a little indication that there's a problem there, and this is showing there's a big problem. So mobile speed's a 23 out of 100. Desktop speed is a 25 out of 100. Both of those need to be improved. Okay, and what it does is it shows you actually, you optimize the images, and so it tells you everything to do right here. You just need to do all the optimizations and make sure the JavaScript and CSS is not being blocked and those sort of things. So that's obviously something that needs some attention. What happens is if your pages take too long to load, people simply go away. And so page speed is super important, not only in user experience for people visiting your website, but also in Google's ranking. Let's go ahead and check if they have accelerated mobile pages. That's a new protocol from Google. What Google found out is that most website pages take 20 seconds to load on a mobile device. It's way too slow. People click away, and so they wanted to get load speeds down in the 1 to 2 second range. And so they created a certain protocol. Basically strips out a lot of the code so that there's less code to load and the pages load quick. If you have a lot of mobile traffic, this is definitely something you want. I did it for a client of mine a couple weeks back. Within a week, he was getting 400% more clicks on his accelerated mobile pages than his regular pages. He's got 87% mobile traffic, we know from Google Analytics, and so super important for him. And actually the way we see stuff like that is through Google Analytics and Search Console, and I don't have this person's access to their Google stuff, and so I'm going to show you a client of mine here, and there's a lot of different things you can find here, but if you just go to Search Traffic, Search Analytics, click these 4 boxes, it's going to show you your clicks, your impressions, your click-through rate, and your average position, or position for that specific keyword. The real neat thing here is, see these are the keyword queries that people are typing into the query box to find this business. How much would you like to know the exact keywords people are using, how many times they're clicking, how many impressions there are, what the click-through rate, and what your position is in Google for those keywords? Super important. And so you can go through each of these columns and click on them, and it'll bring the highest numbers up, or if you want the lowest numbers, it'll do that too. So her highest click-through rate's 100%. She's got 26.32 on that keyword, 17.7 on that. And then if we click on this, it's going to show us all the keywords that she's in position number 1 for. It lists 50 on a page. You can see she's number 1 for more than 50 words. So Google Analytics can tell you that. It can tell you total clicks, total impressions, click-through rates, whether or not you have site maps, just a ton of stuff. If you go to the crawl errors, and the crawl stats and that sort of thing, it'll show you what's going on. The index status, you can see if anything's blocked, know all the pages. Since I redid her website from a template site to WordPress are all indexed. This was before. This was her template site, 0 indexed. No wonder nobody was finding her. So all those things are available, and I just want to let you know that people should really have Google Analytics and Search Console hooked up. So we'll go ahead and add that list. Add that to the list. Okay, let's keep moving here. So let's go to Screaming Frog. This is another tool. I preloaded this because it takes a while to go ahead and load, and this will give us a chance to look at some stuff. If we look at the internal, what this is going to show us is what's going on with the website. Let's go ahead and look at the external. That looks pretty okay. Let's go ahead and click the URL. So what we should be looking for here is keyword optimized page titles. And so there's one: implants, whitening, treatments. They're somewhat optimized, but we should really keyword optimize the page titles. So we'll add it to the list. All right. And then let's go ahead and look at the title tags. The titles, you really only want 60 characters. That's a fixed limit. And as you can see, there's only one that's 59. Almost all of these are going to need going over. So let me go ahead and add that to the notepad. Okay, and then let's go ahead and look at this. Meta descriptions. Kind of bizarre. It's not showing any meta description links. We saw some meta descriptions on the site, so I don't know that that's accurate. They're definitely too long, and we already added working on the meta descriptions here. Where is it? Maybe we didn't. We're going to optimize them for click-through rate as well, because it's super important. Okay, yeah, we did have that. Let's go ahead and take it out there because it's a better description. Okay, so let's keep moving. Got H1 tags. What you want is 1 per page. I see that one's got 2. So let's go ahead and copy this. Put that one there. Boom. Then where's the other one? Was right here. Two. Okay, so we're finding a lot of stuff here that can be improved on, obviously. And on most website audits, I go over the 12 advertise and response triggers. I'm limited on the length of this video, and I don't want to make it too long for people. And so I'll do that, you know, when you actually are on the audit with me. And what it can do is add response triggers so that we can increase the level of interest and dramatically increase the conversion to sale for your existing traffic. A lot of times we can double the conversion to sale with the existing traffic, and so I'm not going to cover that with the interest of time, but we do that normally. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and make a top 10 list here of the items we want to work on here first. So let's add some numbers here. Boop, boop. And you get the idea. But basically, I don't need to add these numbers and have you watch. What we're going to do is we just create, the top 10 list of what you want to do. Then I offer you my help. If you want me to help you fix these things, I can fix it. If you want to go ahead and do it yourself, that's the best way. But if you would like a deep live website audit like this for your business, the best way is to contact me on my site, which is Instant Local Marketing Profits, and I'll show you that right there. You'll see my site's already converted to HTTPS and all those good things. If you want a free live deep website audit like this to find out what Google does and does not like about your website, just contact me through the contact form on the website. It's right here on Contact Larry page. And these will only be free for a short period of time before I start charging for them. So I recommend you contact me now if you want this free live deep website audit. And if you have questions about your marketing, please contact me so you can stop wasting valuable advertising dollars on advertising that's not working and never will. And here's the contact form on my website. It's on a few different pages, but definitely on the contact page. And this is Larry Kahn of Instant Local Marketing.